And for more, I'm joined now by Anthony Ruggiero. He is a senior fellow at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies. Anthony, let's get right to it. So what does Kim Jong-un do next? I mean, does he double down with even more to prove, his own strong message to send?
Well, he could do another missile test. He could do a nuclear test. That's what we were waiting for, I think, on Friday night or Saturday night. I think he uses these as political messages, but they're also technical developments that he's trying to improve his missile systems. He also sent a very clear message with the parade and revealing some new missile systems on Friday night.
And we've been discussing this morning. What if it is discovered that the U.S. went on offense with a cyber attack to cause that North Korea missile failure? And how do you think Kim Jong-un would react if that is revealed to be the case?
Well, I hope it wouldn't be discovered, because we would probably not be able to continue to use that particular method. But I think Kim Jong-un would be very upset. I'm sure he's very upset with the launch failure. I think that the missile technicians are probably also very upset about what's going to happen to them, unfortunately. I think that the U.S. going on offense is a good idea. I mean, these are ballistic missile systems that not only threaten our allies, but they threaten our U.S. troops, and every missile test that they get right is another one toward a missile that can reach the United States.
Is there another offensive option?
Well, the military options are very poor in this instance, because unlike some of the other areas that you might use a military option in, South Korea is in the target range of North Korea, and North Korea has a history of attacking South Korea. And I think mostly the deployment of the Carl Vinson was really to deter North Korea from another military attack on the South, which they did a couple of years ago. And then 7 years ago, they sunk a South Korean ship and shelled a South Korean island. So they do lash out.
Yeah. Oh, let's go back to Senator McCain. We heard him just a moment ago talk about China. Following President Xi's visit with President Trump in Florida a week and a half ago, do you think it goes beyond appearance that China is finally going to get aggressive with an economic clamp on North Korea?
Certainly, it's worthwhile to give it some time, but I'm not hopeful. George W. Bush and President Obama, President Bush were not able to get China to cooperate, and it just comes down to we have different priorities. The Chinese are interested in managing the situation. The United States is interested in solving the situation, and the only way that China will act is when its own interests are threatened. And to do that, President Trump is going to have to sanction Chinese businesses that are the key to these networks and fine Chinese banks. It will not bring down the China-U.S. relationship. The U.S. did it with European banks to the tune of over $12 billion in fines for Iran sanctions violations. It's been done before, and it's proven to work.
And what kind of a price tag would you put on those sanctions you're talking about? It's got to be hefty, right?
They have to be significant, because as the UN has reported, North Korea continues to get significant revenue and continues to do transactions through the United States. I mean, there was a network that was exposed in September that existed for 6 years. I mean, we've been dealing with North Korea for over a decade, and it's pretty shocking that we haven't even protected our own financial system.
Anthony Ruggiero, I've got to leave it there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Eric?
All right,